Okay guys, looks like I'm back. Guys, is the stream on? Is the stream going on right now? Can you guys hear me now? Tell me! Yes! Success! Okay guys, so we're back with the live tutorial. Sorry about that. I had like way too many technical difficulties. And we're back and we're live. So looks like I'm gonna have to redo everything I've said. Yep. Great. Okay, so guys, ask away. What are the questions that you have regarding Hawkeye? Do you want me to go over his normals or what? Okay, by yes, do you want me to go over his normals and what are the applications for these normals? Okay, great. So now that you guys are able to hear me just fine. Yeah, this guy. Yo, Matt, you're the worst. Okay. So let's discuss Hawkeye's normals. So we have standing light, we have crouching light, we have standing medium, and crouching medium. A move that you should never use to go in is crouching medium. This move has very poor range, is ridiculously bad, and is super negative on block. So you should never do that kind of thing. Don't use that. Only use it in block screens, and be very careful when using it. Your tool of choice should always be when up close, standing medium, which has a ridiculous amount of range. It has more range than most of Wesker's normals. It can actually challenge most of Wesker's normals actually. So if you see Wesker coming in at you, just do this. Just do standing medium into poison tip, which is quarter circle back light into light. So quarter circle back light, and then you tap light once again. So this will allow you to hit them, and when they get poisoned, you're gonna be at an advantage. So you can start pressing buttons right away. Do crouching light. That's your best bet. Crouching light. Whatever they do, they're gonna get counter hit. You don't get much out of the counter hit, but you get a hit and a combo. So, okay, so what's his strength as an anchor? Okay, Hawkeye's strength as an anchor is that he can actually KO pretty much everybody fairly quickly. His damage boost is ridiculous, and the chip damage is just bizarre. So let's make Wesker block some of his attacks while he's blocking, and while Hawkeye is a level 3 X Factor. So Wesker, time for you to block, baby. Auto guard, old guard. So this is how much chip he gets. So as you can see, the chip of Piercing Bolt is actually 16,500 in life points. So level 3 X Factor gains that a lot. You have 26,000. That's one Piercing Bolt. That's a lot of chip. Poison tip does a lot of damage as well. And yeah, the chip damage starts to pile up, and then he actually kill people really fast. Give him on block hit 120,000. Okay, so Hawkeye has a lot of block screens, like 2 block screens. So you can see people doing that. And it becomes a block screen. People can actually things that are not true 50-50s then become true 50-50s, and they have to block, because if they press buttons, they're gonna get messed up. They're gonna get effed up. So this is not a 50-50. Hawkeye can get hit out of this, but you know, people are not gonna be doing it. So this is standing medium is -3 on block, so you can cancel into this. But you gotta be careful because people can anti-air. Now, if you have level 3 Hawkeye, these becomes a true 50-50. And as you can see, oh, by the way, do not do this move close to people, because he just goes through them. He doesn't give them for S. So do not do this. Do not use this roll right next to them and throw arrows. Light will hit them. If they're like at throw range, like point blank range, poison tip will hit them. But I would never suggest you do this kind of thing. It's very risky and that works. You can see H after the roll. Point blank does not hit any category. Pretty bad. Now, crouching medium. I mean, not crouching medium version actually hit them. So this is your block stream. This. Just this. This is just great. Do not call assist while doing this because sometimes if you mess up the timing of the poison tip, you're gonna get destroyed. You're gonna get happy birthday and you're gonna die real quick. Very quick. So that's one of the things you have to pay attention to. Okay, so let me just turn down the volume of the game. So how's the sound right now? Okay, oh my god, so bad for you, man. So the good thing about Hawkeye is that as an anchor, he can actually wipe out a whole team. His damage becomes ridiculous, as I said, and you're gonna see why. So your regular combo. This is the most damage you could get at one bar. Now, level 3 X Factor, you get a couple of things. Level 3 X Factor, you get and you can actually, it can actually go further. So you get a light, you get a full combo. Like, there's no reason for you not to do it. Another thing that I do that I don't see any other Hawkeyes doing because it's very hard, and for me it's actually easier because I play on hitbox, is hit confirming his standing H into Gimlet X Factor. So you get something like this. And then with this you can actually kill a whole team. So everybody dies, as you can see. Now the trick with this is that you have to cancel, you have to X Factor cancel before Gimlet hits. So right there. That way you get damage before Gimlet hits. This is exactly what you don't do this after you get this because it's not going to be worth anything. So yeah, you can hit confirm with Gimlet. Even though 1 X Factor. Hawkeye is pretty fast. Not extend the combo that much on level 3 X Factor, you know, if you don't want to spend it. This is why Hawkeye is ridiculous as an anchor. Another thing that he's really good at is getting happy birthdays. Okay, great. So everything so far is good. So we were talking about his standing medium. His standing medium has ridiculous range, as I told you guys. One thing people have to be very aware of is when you're playing as Hawkeye and people are crouching, this link is gonna be not as good as on some characters who can actually crouch very low to the ground. Morrigan, Rocket Raccoon, Arthur, Beautiful Joe, Wolverine, and so many others like Virgil and Dante. So if you go for a low fuzzy, is when you actually hit them low and then you go to something else. They're gonna keep their crouching hurt box, and your arrow is gonna actually see there, the arrow misses, and that's not something you want because you're gonna be left wide open. So let's make Wesker block. Place block. Wesker actually gets hit by that. But if you're timing yourself by a little bit, this is something that's you're gonna get. That's something that you will get and you will die for. Okay, yeah. The thing about Net Arrow, the thing about Hawkeye is that, okay, it drains a lot of time, X Factor time, because, okay, the Goofy Hat Matt is actually asking, Punisher, is that Net Arrow loop really good for Hawkeye in level 3 X Factor? It seems to drain too much X Factor. Okay, so everybody knows that when you hit people with your normals, you're slowing down the time. Now, Hawkeye does not have any damage in the game, and you can only get one turn. So this is gonna keep your X Factor, but you're gonna mess up. His normals are very fast. They do not stay active for that many frames, and the loop is actually good for meter building properties. So that's one thing. So that's one of the things that you guys need to be aware of when doing this. So yeah, the loop is good for hit confirmer from full screen. And you have to keep in mind that after that you get a full combo. I know it drains a lot of X Factor, but if you want to kill people with this, you better get this down. Keep still good as well. Of course, you've lost most of your X Factor, but that's what happens. So that's one of the things that happened with Hawkeye. He wastes X Factor, but at least he's not Dante in terms of the level 3 X Factor. Dante actually wastes way much more X Factor, and you can actually blow up a whole team if you get a happy birthday with this character. So let's say that Wesker is just calling plasma beam and just shooting stuff at you. There's some people who actually do grounded gunshot, which is not very good. It's actually horrible while calling assists, and against Hawkeye. So a big example for this could be. So this is something that, it'll happen. Doesn't matter if you say, well, people are not that stupid to do it. Trust me, it'll happen in a match. When people are very confident, like way too overconfident. So that's one thing you need to be aware of. Now, let me show you this also works on level 1 X Factor. Get my H back, and let's just switch it. Oh boy, level 1 X Factor. Now, level 1 X Factor, hit confirmer from full screen is actually much harder because either your blinks or wave dashes have to be on point.
First attack. No.
As I said before, it's actually way easier. So there you have to end it. You don't want that.
No.
Not able to cancel. No. And then you get this.
No.
Okay, so any other questions that you guys might have? So right now I'm just gonna discuss his normal. So again, standing light is its range is just disgustingly bad. Crouching light is the way to go. So you can actually do this. Just go in with the crouching light. The crouching light has like very good range. For a crouching light for a character who's not supposed to go in. Pretty good. Use it. This is something you should do. This be your go-to counter link. So you go into this, you go into this, or you have to do it fast. So you should go. Make sure that your assist is actually covering you. When you're shooting arrows at people, make sure that every time you call your assist, you have someone to back up. Now, do not sleep on people when they're on the ground. If you start just jumping, you can just crouch, dash, and they're gonna get closer. And if you jump, they're gonna just dash again, jump at you, and grab you and kill you from there. Because we all know how it goes. Okay, so let's say what is you guys saying? So I like this standing out for resets with yeah, the right assist. That's true. Okay, so it says we know Hawkeye is range attack. Okay, and our opponent knows the weaknesses. How do we prevent these exploits? Okay, so in order for you to prevent people from exploiting your weaknesses, now let's tackle his weaknesses. He gets rushed down pretty hard. Now, for people who try to rush in pretty hard, you have stand immediate. Just slap him in the face with this tool. No, stay away or go take a shower.
Poison tip.
So just slap him in the face with this. This is something you should be using at all times. It's a great anti-air. If Wolverine's trying to jump at you with a dive kick, if he's in range and you throw that out, he's not gonna beat you. He's not gonna trade. He's not gonna betray you. Now, if both of you actually time it, he's gonna get the best out of it because he's Wolverine, of course. That's what he does. So another thing that not a lot of people take advantage of is his crouching age. His crouching age is like really good. It's a very unorthodox anti-air. Yeah, I know it might sound crazy, but it's really good. So let me show you how good it is. So he's gonna set up this. So hopefully I can actually show you something. Teach you something with this character. So Wesker likes to jump in and do jumping in, right? That's what Weskers do. And they dash in, then go to the normal or whatever. So we set up, and he's gonna do that. Maximum. You're blocking also. Oh my god. You can actually do crouching in.
Maximum. Maximum.
Yeah, so you can see you're gonna get hit. Crouching in, you do that. But another thing that you can do is you wait for him to almost be at your falling in on you like this. You can actually hit people like Wolverine. You can avoid dive kick. That is supposed to actually hit Wesker. But this is way too slow. We're talking about preemptively thinking that they're gonna jump in. That way you can anti-air. The way anti-airs is moves like Wolverine dive kick. Wesker's jumping is weak.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest
go for Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Hawkeye, whatever. Well, he's got a godlike team. He's a team that works once. Wolverine, where is he?
Wolverine.
My boy. So we got Wolverine. What happened? And other characters that love doing that. So let me see. Another thing that you can do is let me see. So I'm gonna show you how good his crouching is. Now, do not fight an anti-air every air normal in the game because you're gonna lose. This is something that you have to use when you're in a scramble situation sometimes, like when you feel that your opponent is going to jump at you instead of doing something on the floor. So, Wolverine likes to jump like an idiot. Oh my god.
First attack. Maximum. First attack. Maximum. First attack. Unacceptable. You're maximum.
So, let me just do it right this time.
Maximum. First attack. Unacceptable. Maximum.
I used to
maximum. Unacceptable. Maximum. First attack.
It's something you're gonna see a lot, so be careful. Be ready. This is a very terrible matchup. The only way you can actually endure this matchup is by doing a lot of reads, countering their assist with Hawkeye, and then calling your assist when you're hitting their assist to stop Wolverine from coming in.
Maximum.
As you can see, side kick actually whips on him when he's jumping. So he jumps and you actually avoid it.
Maximum. Poison attack. Maximum.
As you can see, he gets hit by command. This is gonna happen a lot, but you're not gonna be ready to confirm, which is very sad. So when that happens, make sure that you're ready to capitalize. So it's hitting him from behind. It's something that's happened to me plenty of times playing against him. I've never been able to, I think like just once was I able to actually confirm it.
Maximum.
This is something that you can actually be ready when it happens.
Maximum.
Because I suck, man, that's why. Oh my god, yeah. So that's crouching H in a nutshell. Another thing is he's crouching forward, diagonal forward H. It's really good as an anti-air against shell kick and dive kick. This is something you can rarely do. Not be afraid of using that. Other things that you can do as well is when they're blocking, they're ground, right? So this is what I was talking about. In the corner is when you're mostly south. So if you're off by one frame, you're gonna die. This is a true block stream. So when you're close to him, you can do standing medium. Do not dash in after poison tip, because if you do, people are gonna be mashing and you're gonna die. This is your block stream. It's a frame trap, and you can combo off of it. You're gonna get combos this way a lot. Way much more than you should, which is a really good thing. So people cannot mash throw, they cannot mash anything. They can only mash bionic arm, but let's be honest, how many Spencers are you gonna fight? Not that many. And this is something you're not gonna have to worry, because not everybody's mashing on a bionic arm. So as I said, best normal is standing medium because of the range. This is a really good block team. You can press with them, so you can do something like this, and pull your assist. So you standing medium into charge range, which has a lot of block time. Even though it's negative, you can do this. And then call your assist into that block, and then keep the pressure going if you feel like it. Or you can just retreat. So I would suggest that every time you're playing Hawkeye, you should be wave dash forward and backward, because wave dash is a blink dash. It's really bad. It's okay, it's just okay, but it's not as good as the wave dash. You can actually tell. Okay, look at this. That's what Cosmos in Phil called the roach movement. It's moving like a roach, and it has all the advantages. Okay, so how good is his slide on push blocking opponents? Seems like whenever I get the opponent with a push block into slide, they always get hit when they whiff for the next normal. Is this good, or is it just online shenanigans? Push block the opponent, I mean, okay. How does the slide punch the opponent? Okay, seems like whenever I get the opponent to push, whenever I push block the opponent, they always get hit when they whiff if I understood what I read, you're basically telling me when people actually push block you after doing slide, they get hit because they're trying to press buttons. So that's something that's gonna happen very often. You can confirm into S. Oh, if you're not sure, you just confirm into S. Like there, you have to be very careful. Like this is good. As you can see, if they're trying to do something, they're gonna get hit. That's sliding to that. It's like they have to have like godlike reaction. That's what you do. Because if they push you can react to it. So you have to be careful. That's why you're standing medium into this. You can do blocks as well. They can't do much. So yeah, so block streams are this if they're not push blocking. So if they were push blocking, this is really good, but be careful because sometimes people are just crouching and they're not gonna. The arrow is gonna go like over the head, and that's gonna be terrible for you. So always be careful. You should not be rushing into Hawkeye. Another thing that I see that is very underutilized is his up arrow, like his light up arrow. This arrow has amazing properties. It explodes, and what it does is it has 99 low durability points. This basically destroys all low priority points. I mean, all low priority fireballs or projectiles in the game. So anything that is low priority is gonna get eaten by this. No matter how many there are, they're gonna disappear. This can destroy up to 3, if not more, or more against fireballs. But use any of his up arrows sparingly because he has a lot of recovery. Look at this. I'm mashing him, not getting anything. Look at the recovery. A good thing to do is, you know, listen to this. Standing medium with this. That way you can actually confuse people. So if you're throwing this, okay, let's talk about like a little bit of rhythm. When you're jumping and throwing arrows, they're gonna try to stay on the ground. And once they realize that you have fallen into a pattern, you have to change it. So you have to bait them into believing that you're gonna keep doing the same thing. That way you bait them into making mistakes. Like on this screen. So if whenever you go into this, you have a bar, they spam. If they move forward, they're gonna get hit by the first one, and the second one will combo into the super, allowing you to prepare any kind of mix-up against those characters. So against characters like Dr. Doom, who can actually super jump and throw finger lasers, you're gonna want to have to do a lot of scatter shot, but just don't just do scatter shot. If you have a bar and you feel like he's gonna come in, just do scatter shot. Super scatter shot. Doom cannot do anything. If you see him throwing out finger lasers at you, if you see any other characters who have a very good, if they have very good air mobility, you have to make sure that you have more meter than them, and that they cannot avoid Gimlet. Gimlet is 1 frame after the flash. If they're flying, they're gonna get hit, unless they do it preemptively, and then they can actually block it. Gimlet is pretty unsafe, so do not be throwing a Gimlet around like a madman. Something you would not want to do. Okay, so an example. Virgil is just spamming HS. I push them away during S animation, and they get hit with the slide after I push block. Yeah, the only option that you would have in that situation after the slide hits is do S or cancel it if you know that S is not gonna hit and you're in fear of actually whiffing standing at S. In fear of whiffing S after you're confirmed. After your slide confirmed, just do poison tip and keep the ball rolling, okay? Because you're not sure, and all you want to do is just get damage. When you hit people with poison tip, they're gonna lose health, and they're gonna have to come after you because there's a chunk of health that they're gonna be losing. And if they do not touch you, they're dying from not doing anything. So that's your best bet. When you're afraid of whiffing S, just do poison tip, regardless of whatever you get. That's your best bet, unless you want to do Gimlet into something else. That's different. But remember, you have to be really fast with that. With Hawkeye, you have to have like really good reflexes, because you're gonna get a lot of hit confirms that you're gonna be like, how the hell did I get this? Another thing you have to utilize a lot is, of course, go back light into S. Into light, into medium, and into A. Okay, when should you be using light? Light is the fastest one, so you should be using this during the neutral, because he recovers the fastest with this. With crouching, not crouching. Sorry about that. I don't know why I have that. But if you cancel quarter circle back light into medium, you're gonna get this. And this you mostly use for anti-air. So you're gonna have people who are gonna jump on you because they feel like it, and you have to make sure that you hit them. You have enough time to actually hit confirm with this. This is a great situation, so you're gonna do something. And as you can see, Wolverine is desperate. He wants to get it back. This is something. You confirm him to slide. And that's it. You put people in a hard knockdown. If you can add THC, if you can do anything else but get some damage and some meter, just put them in a hard knockdown. Always get poison tip. Always poison the characters. Whenever you touch them, poison them somehow. I don't do that much because I don't have my setups. My setups and my combos are not that clean, so I try to go for a couple of things. I put them in a hard knockdown, and then I go for poison tip, and then watch out for the assist calls. And that's another thing. Hawkeye is an assist killer. This obliterates anybody who throws out a beam. Piercing Bolt is unbelievably powerful. These moves can actually go through any beam and any projectile that is a low durability projectile. So these destroys Buster, goes through it, and hits everybody. This has piercing capabilities. So you can hit 2 assists, you can hit two characters, 3 characters if you do Team Super and it happens to hit. And you can just do Gimlet and confirm. It has a ton of hit stun. It is really good. The damage is insane. And Piercing Bolt, you should never be using that much while jumping. Only use it when you see that people are going to jump at you and kill assist. This, you use this to destroy the assist. So let me show you the amount of damage that this can do to one assist. So, recording is going to call Virgil because everybody loves him. He's going to get Rapid Slash because Virgil's a bitch and everybody knows that. Okay, so we have Virgil second. I think this hits for Virgil. Oops. Why then? Sorry guys, I'm whack. So you gotta hold that. Okay, so we call Virgil. We know that Rapid Slash is annoying, right? Damn, that is annoying. Such an annoying assist. No invincibility, no armor, no nothing. But he just comes out because he's Virgil. He's gonna come out. So you have to be ready to punish Virgil. And one of the things that you have to do to punish Virgil is do this. There's a very interesting property in one of Hawkeye's arrows, which is net arrow. For some reason the character stays out for way longer when you hit him with this. You can see you can actually hit the character with it. And remember, hard knockdown. They recover really fast. But look at the damage. Virgil try to come out. Look at the damage. That was 1 Piercing Bolt. Now imagine if you do Piercing Bolt, X Factor Piercing Bolt to Gimlet. What happens? So he's got the assist character was. Hold on, what X Factor? That was level 1 X Factor. Level 2 X Factor would have obliterated the assist, as you can see. No, I have a question. So the question says, would you say H-Trick Maneuver Forward Flip is Hawkeye's worst tool? Not at all. I would say that's one of his best tools because 1, you can actually mix up people using that, but you have to be very clever and you have to figure out what your opponent mostly does when you put him in a hard knockdown. So this move is fairly good, but its purpose is you can say that it's mixing up the opponent. So if you have an assist that you can throw out, you can cross them up. So when you're up close, you do something like this, and it's gonna be really fast. Look at Wolverine still looping the other way if you do it right. So that's a classic right there. But it's not hitting Wolverine. Now, if you let it go as a distance, right, you can confuse your opponent. And then if they block that, that is plus unblock. And people will not be able to hit you if they block. Once they block it, and your assist is gonna hit them from behind. This move it's bad if you use it in order to get in, because Hawkeye is never supposed to go in unless you have assist in a game plan to actually go in safely. So I wouldn't say that's his worst move. Now, you want to know which his worst move is? This, the roll. Now, I know I'm gonna get some kind of hate for saying that. You're gonna say, but Punisher, you can use this into this. That's right. That's pretty much the only use you're gonna find for that. This is garbage. Don't use it. And this, not that much. Oh, those arrows actually have no durability. So this standing edge and poison tip have the same amount of durability, which is 3. That's like one of Point Rocket Raccoon's fireballs. It's really bad. So same thing with this. These have like 3. I think it's 3 low durability points each arrow, and that's a lot of durability because I think that he took 5 of them. This has 3 low durability points as well. Each one of these arrows has 3 low durability points, which is really good. But the good part about these arrows is that he can actually nullify, like he can actually beat the beams on point. If Dr. Doom, Magneto, or anybody else in this game throws out a beam, you can do triple arrow and you will beat their beam. Your third arrow is gonna go through it and hit the character. Now, if you combine this into this, then you have 4 arrows. So right there you have 12 low durability points moving forward, which is unbelievably powerful. Now, if you combine this to this, you have 4 durability points. Yeah, Piercing Bolt has 3 low durability points, but it has a very special property. It cannot be destroyed by low durability point property. I mean, by low durability projectile. Yeah, you're right. Those arrows have no durability, but they have properties. These have no durability. These have no durability. These have some durability. Really good. So now let's go into durability. So for durability, I'm gonna choose Flame Hawkeye, and I'm gonna choose whoever the hell is. And we're gonna talk about durability and how it works. And for Hawkeye, so we got Beautiful Joe. Not a Beautiful Joe. We're gonna have Morrigan. Morrigan. Let me see. Well, let's choose Doom's Plasma Beam because it's in the world. And who else should I use? Jump Session, of course, because he's very, very good. For some reason, I feel like I should use Nova, but he's not as important right now. So it's gonna be Jump Session. So as I previously said, Hawkeye has very low durability in most of his arrows. He's got only quite a few things that actually make him relevant. That is Piercing Bolt, Super Scatter Shot, and a Triple Piercing.
I hope we can
get ready to brawl.
So
fight!
We got Morrigan, our beautiful succubus.
Maximum!
You can see it hits her. So one thing, everything that uses the roll actually hits her. Triple arrow misses her completely. This is not missing, but Piercing Bolt misses her. So you have to be aware of, okay, what standing arrows actually hit the character you're fighting. That's gonna be crucial when you're fighting. You have to throw this out. These actually protect you from a lot of things. Sometimes you get comboed and they forget that your arrow is there and that it's gonna explode anytime soon. And it also nullifies beams. So let's say that Doom is gonna throw out Plasma Beam.
Maximum!
So we got stupid ass coming out
Maximum!
with Plasma Beam, but you have, smartly and you have cleverly thrown out. It's not gonna throw it right away, but you threw it out.
Maximum!
Throw it out.
Floating arrow! Crossover!
See, it takes a lot of time.
Maximum! Exploding arrow! Exploding arrow! Crossover!
And Doom takes the
Maximum! Exploding arrow!
actually gets rid of this.
Crossover!
See, Hawkeye didn't even get hit. And he gets hit while he's crouching, as you can see. So Hawkeye... Oh, another thing that you should be aware of is that Hawkeye crouches, he low profiles under every beam in the game. As you can see, you cannot get hit. Oh, damn! Doom is coming out. Well, let me just... Whoa. That's one thing that is very useful. So he low profiles under any beam. So now let's talk about the property on his forward medium. So his forward, let's talk about quarter circle back light. That's poison tip, but using the roll. As you can see, let me show you how little bit. It hit the beam and it disappeared, so it didn't work. This is the clean shot. The ice shot. Now you have this one. It has a lot of durability. It's gonna beat that beam every time, no matter what. So one thing, so only 3 hits. As you can see, all of the arrows actually aid the durability. So that's one thing that you can take advantage of. Now his forward medium has very interesting properties. It's according to the book, it does chip damage, but nothing else is said about it. Now it has 5 low durability points, but for some reason it has some weird properties like law trap that they go through beams, because what the spread actually has like 5 solid durability points. It's not that it's gonna be 1 each frame. No, it's solid. It has I think it has beam durability, but I don't know what kind of beam durability it has. So check this out. It destroys all beams automatically. If I'm not mistaken, I think it should get more. You can see. Not only did it actually eat the beam, but it also hit Morrigan. See there? That's how good that is. So another thing that is amazingly good, crazy good, is Hawkeye's piercing bolt. People have to be very careful when they go. These might be 3 low durability points, but it destroys low durability projectiles. Okay, can I turn the music down a little bit? Yeah, sure. Okay, so what other things we should know? So we know that Morrigan likes to throw out Soul Fist, right? This is a very hard matchup for Hawkeye, regardless of how people might put it. Some people say, well, Hawkeye gives Morrigan a really hard time, but it's actually very hard for him, because she can actually just go out and then keep on doing the same thing, because it's Morrigan, of course. It's gonna happen. So the problem about this is that Hawkeye's arrows, as I said, each one of them has low durability points. So this only gets rid of 1 of the fireballs, and this actually goes straight, but you know, as you can see, he actually whiffs. This is actually, and against Morrigan, do not throw out these. Now look at triple arrow. Only 1 of them hits her. If you jump and you do something like this, you might not be able to hit her. She throws out the second. You keep juggling with the fireballs. This is why it's maximum. Once 1 fireball gets out, it's really hard for Hawkeye to go in, and she can actually rush him down like really hard. He doesn't have any get off me moves. Sorry guys, I had work, so I came out like around 6 and I had to eat something, and so I'm working like full time now. I'm not gonna be able to actually do it earlier unless I do it during the weekends. So as I was saying before, one thing that you can do to fight this kind of thing is not let her get started. You can do, you know, that standing it into triple arrow, and then you have to make sure that you're not throwing triple arrows in the air. faster. It destroys fireballs. You don't have to be worried about, oh my god, one arrow hit us, and it's not gonna be destroyed, and then I have to worry about the second one coming. So it's actually really kind of like, it's really good. As I said before, exploding arrow is really good. Destroys fireballs. And if you're still there, 2 of her fireballs were actually destroyed. So, the explosion has
Maximum.
take advantage of that.
Maximum.
Exploding arrow! Exploding arrow! Exploding arrow! Exploding triple arrow!
So you can use that. Don't do that because that's one of the things that you should never do against Morrigan. This is a cool preference. When she's doing shell kick, you should be doing slide into her shell kick or whatever the hell she wants to do. And if you're reading that, they're gonna like one of the patterns that a lot of Morrigan players actually follow is they jump, they throw 2 fireballs, and then they have to pull down. They go no shell kick, right? Or they do something like this and follow it, or 8. So let's mimic that. And let's see what we can do. So some of the things that you can do with Hawkeye is you can use slide. Slide is really good. That's so that's why you should never contest that. 5 frames, and he has crazy amount of hits, head stun and block stun. So that's a free punish against Hawkeye. For Hawkeye, you can do this. Use slide. You're not gonna lose that battle ever. The slide has massive hitbox. You just slide into shell kick and then beat the crap out of it. That's your go-to. Not do standing medium because you know how that works.
Maximum. First attack.
So right there, I could hit her.
Maximum. Maximum.
Let's just set it up so that she can actually come down with H.
Maximum.
So that was example.
Maximum.
So as you can see, once you block one fireball,
Maximum. Maximum. Maximum.
Get her out of it. And there's something that's gonna happen a lot, and you have to be ready because it's a matchup that where you have to kill this character, no matter what. Very next factor, killer. Yeah, you gotta get your game started.
Maximum.
Turn the mic up a little bit. Mic up. Hold on, let me get it. How about now? Can you guys hear me? Because it looks like he was actually away from me. Okay, so Whackbot, what's up, man? Yeah, let me turn the game volume down. For some reason, it's kind of higher. Okay, so that's one of the other things I'll ask. So let me see. It's got all the things that you can actually do with Hawkeye is what is it I was gonna say? Is up arrows, medium up arrows are really good against people who stay in the air, just choking plasma at you, throwing projectiles or any other kind of things. So if you have someone like Morrigan and she stays up in the air, you can throw you can throw out scatter shot. That's gonna catch her. Yeah, each one of those arrows actually have 5 low durability points, and it destroys. As I said, each one of them has 5 low durability points. So that's one of Morrigan's fireballs. And I don't know how many arrows I can shoot. Wow, it's a lot of arrows.
Scatter shot!
It's like 6.
Scatter shot! Scatter shot!
So let me just turn off blocking, so you can actually see.
Shot!
That was 4.
Scatter shot!
That was 6. Yeah, it's exactly 6. So 5 times 6 is 30. So that's 30 low dribbler points, which is really good. So if she right there, she starts throwing that out, you can just pay attention that she and you know, anticipate that she's gonna do something like that, and then throw out your
Maximum.
as you can see, you still had arrows that were hit, and the two fireballs that were out got destroyed. I cannot stress this enough. This is just way too good. And she got hit. Beautiful, huh? Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that scatter shot is actually a soft knockdown.
Maximum.
So if someone gets hit by the NBA, you can actually slide. It works every time. There's no weird thing about this. It's soft knockdown. So Morgan players, be ready. You're gonna get bodied by this. And it's kind of tricky. It's soft knockdown. You get hit and you think that you're gonna fall right away, but there's like a very slight pause. This also scales a lot. So triple piercing is good, but it's not as good as scatter shot. It has more range, I would say.
Triple piercing.
But it's not as durable.
Triple piercing.
First attack.
So
Maximum.
scatter shot is actually the go-to counter move in that situation. This is a really good anti-air as well. They're up in the air, throwing fireballs, shooting fireballs.
Exploding arrow.
You put it in the back.
Triple arrow.
Maximum.
Exploding arrow. Exploding
You
arrow.
can just, you know, keep it in check.
Exploding arrow.
Like,
Maximum.
stop that.
Exploding arrow. Exploding arrow. Exploding arrow.
Just
Exploding
make
arrow.
sure that you're dashing every time you throw one out. Take a hit. That way it hits again.
Exploding arrow.
Maximum.
Exploding arrow. Exploding arrow.
Really good. But just make sure that if you think that it's gonna whip, you
Super
cancel it.
scatter shot.
See, that worked
Maximum.
right there. So, by the way, how's the volume right now, guys? Okay, so it says, how worthwhile are the STK Scattershot Gimlet extensions? How would I go about this?
Maximum.
I wouldn't say that it's worth that much. Because you're spending meter, and it's certainly not gonna kill like this. But you said X Factor, so X Factors should actually make it better. So let's say we have how many bars? Let's say I have for 32 bars. We can actually build.
Maximum.
Scatter shot.
Maximum.
Scatter shot.
Max first attack. Maximum.
Scatter shot.
Well, I guess.
Scatter shot.
Max first attack.
No. Down coming.
Maximum.
Oh boy.
Scatter shot.
I have to keep it right.
No. No.
Damage is not that good, so of course we have level 1 X Factor.
Scatter shot.
Max first attack.
No. Scatter shot.
Maximum.
Yes, I do.
No.
Max.
Scatter shot.
Maximum.
Scatter shot.
Max.
Scatter shot. Scatter shot.
But it's not worth it like that. It's kind of random sometimes. But if you feel like going for it, and if it gets you more results, then just go for it. There's no mold that should tell you how to play Hawkeye, you know, in a certain way, because you as a player have the freedom to actually opt out, to rush in from time to time, you know, switch it up. But things that you want to do with Hawkeye is just so this is something you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna get random cross-ups, you're not gonna be able to follow up.
Maximum.
Do not fear.
No.
Air combo.
And against Morgan, if you hit her with Piercing Bolt, this is your way to actually hit Morgan when she's crouching with Piercing Bolt. You do standing H, you tap down as soon as you let go of standing H. So you can hit her with Gimlet with this.
No.
Maximum.
Let me wait until it hits. And then you go into your combo, into the combo of your preference. So yeah, that's the thing you have to do. Hit and miss.
Maximum.
It's Marvel.
No.
Air combo.
And she's dead. And Good is dead. And a lot of other people. So that's one way for you to actually get rid of Morrigan, like game one.
Maximum.
Don't even worry about anything, just kill her, man. Kill her. You can actually do this as well. Oh yeah. As I said, you have to be important with your flanks. Or your dad. You have to cancel the Gimlet before X-Factor. You have to X-Factor before Gimlet hits. That way you get the damage boost. And the block. So yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. Yo, later, man. Later, Matt. The game is a bit loud. How come? I don't know why the game is loud. That's weird. It's kind of weird. Okay, so one of the other things that when you're playing Hawkeye is that your main goal is to stop assists. So you use your assist not to counter call their assist most of the times, but to hit their point character and to keep Hawkeye very safe. So that's your main goal. You have to keep Hawkeye safe no matter what.
Maximum.
Your movement has to be on point of Hawkeye. You have to stay mobile. Not always you want to be throwing arrows because you have to pay attention to the distance. When people are getting hit by arrows in the air, they're gonna try to approach you through the ground, and if you're not paying attention, they're just gonna get to you and kill you. Now, when fighting Dr. Doom, this do not jump and try to hit Morgan like this. It's not gonna do any good. Only gonna get to one fireball. Just keep on dashing. Whenever you see Morgan's jump, you can roll ass. Raw ass is really good when it comes to that. Make sure you're at maximum range. That way you're gonna get by. So that's that. Fighting Doom. This is a matchup that I shouldn't be teaching you because this is just too easy. But of course you get to lose because Doom actually has really good mobility. But every time you have meter and you see Doom getting in, throw something out and then super scatter shot. Unless they are like super close. Like this close. Do not do super scatter shot when he's like this close because he can just dash in and throw you from this distance. He can just dash in and you're gonna die.
Maximum.
Worst distance to do this kind of thing is anybody can dash in and throw you. Safe distance. Even this is actually he hits people more than they hit you. So this is the perfect distance for you. So whatever you do, if you do triple arrow, you go your assist, and you feel like they're gonna jump over. You're gonna jump over the arrows and they hit you. You can do super scatter shot. That's gonna get them off of you. But be careful. They can call an assist and they will not get hit. So that's one thing. Jump session is a very interesting assist to fight because he has a gigantic hitbox, and you have to use your projectile very well. So you can see that you're not going to do anything to them. Look at that. He ate the fireball and also stopped empty. So it was ridiculous. But this time it didn't. You can see it stopped both. But if it hits empty, it's not. Hits the fireball. I think this fireball actually has two different properties. It has a property. It has like 5 low durability points when it goes out, and when it spreads, it has the same amount of durability. So that's what it looks from here. Fighting Dante alone, like when they call Dante. Right here, they call Dante. Okay, that's something you have to learn how to fight.
Get you later.
Jump session. Can do something, but that's a problem. Dante actually crouches, so he low profile on their arrows. So if you do it before he comes out, it'll hit him every time. But this is a losing battle if you do it like this. This is not gonna hit him. None of this. Candy meter was there. Look at the range of that. Just remember that he has startup, so first of all, all the way through. Do not forget about this. And your go-to moves are those. And whenever you get a hard knockdown on an assist, you can actually just poison tip them all day. The assist is gonna stay poisoned. When they get out, it's still gonna be poisoned. As you can see, that's one thing you have to keep in mind. This and that being said, when you assist, do not go chasing arrows. You can just launch them, chase them, move, and hit them with the arrows. Then keep juggling them. Wow. So that's pretty much all that. All the things of a Hawkeye is his flip. It's like the lower to the ground, the better, and the safer. Again, is such a terrible character because she can actually crouch under a lot of things. Most of the things of Hawkeye. Matchups that give Hawkeye really like a lot of trouble are anybody who can rush him down. Morrigan, Magneto sometimes, even though he can actually body Magneto for free if you play him well. So bad matchups are Wolverine. Wolverine, Virgil if he's got meter. Who else? X-23 because she can go in like really fast. Chun-Li depending, but Chun-Li is not that much of a problem. But once you block, that's when the problem starts. That should be, Dormammu. I think he would go 5/5 or something like that, depending who gets started first. Nova gives him problems too, but he can actually control Nova fairly well once Nova actually has no meter. Zero is actually a matchup that is very tricky because you can destroy Zero with Hawkeye, but the problem is he's got Buster, and he can jump at you, avoid your arrows, and then kill you from one lightning or from one Buster as well. So that's a tricky matchup. The way you play that matchup is you have to pay attention, a lot of attention, be patient, and stay active. You have to stay mobile, active, if you don't want to die. So how do you deal with very rush down with every down character when you don't have a push away, kill away assist? Okay, in order to deal with rush down, you have to play footsies, man. And the way you go about it is that you have to use your normals. You have to know your the range of your normals, where you want to be, how close are they. Can you actually press a button? That's the question. With Hawkeye, you have to block. You have to do a lot of blocking. That's for sure. Lots and lots of blocking. So whenever you're in a defensive position, you have to block. There's no pressing buttons. Hawkeye doesn't have I like buttons you have to block. That's why, in my opinion, he sucks when it comes to that. He sucks terribly. So your defense has to be on point. Otherwise, you should not play this character like this. Don't rush in. I know I do it a lot. It's very bad. So it's a very bad example. But again, use your poison tip block streams and use your assist. Try to hit their assist. Whenever you see that they're calling their assist, call your assist while you're actually trying to hit their assist. That way, their point character has to worry about your assist, and you can just build up on the damage and on the assist time. When you hit them, it actually takes their assist a little bit more time to actually come out, because they either get knocked down or the hit stun actually keeps them inside the game, like on screen. So that's one of the things that you have to do.
Floating arrow.
Other characters that give you problems, any character that gets Russian. Rocket Raccoon gives them a lot of problems. Iron Fist gives them a lot of trouble, because Iron Fist can just jump forward and then avoid most of his mix-ups. Even though you can take a lot of damage, a lot of chip damage, that's nothing, because he's got 1 mil. Got 1 mil, he can take the chip. He's not Morrigan. He has to commit a lot. So that's the thing about Hawkeye. There's a lot of commitment, and you can die for each one of your decisions. He's got 900k when it comes to health. He's very good. He can play on any position. Very rarely you get to see Hawkeye on point, because he's a character that has no defensive tools, no get off moves. He relies a lot on assists, and he burns meter. You have to burn meter if you play Hawkeye on point. That's for sure. He's a powerful assist character, and he's a very powerful anchor. He can actually wipe out a whole team in a very little time. So that's another thing about this character. So yeah, tools that you should be using is any of his up arrows. You should always have something outside on the field.
Floating arrow.
Floating arrow is great. Keep it out, because people are gonna want to advance on the ground if they cannot approach you through the air. If you see people coming at you from the air, you have Gimlet. Just Gimlet. Just call your assist Gimlet. That way you actually get protection from your assist, and Gimlet will hit them right away. That's the thing. So use Gimlet against Magneto when they actually try dash into you, and call the assist. Use that, or use Super Scatter Shot when they're getting too close. That's your get off move. You have to do arrows into Super Scatter Shot.
Super Scatter Shot.
That way you get them off, and you get to think what's going on. So that's that. Other things to, a few things to actually keep in mind are Hawkeye's Super Scatter Shot has a lot of ability, and he actually beats out a lot of tools. If you feel like you're gonna die from something random, you can actually use Super Scatter Shot. It's very fast. There's a lot of DS in the game. What else? Let me see. Let's do version system. Like the super that has if you want to save yourself. Not dancing. We all know that is that. What else? What could I use? Let's use Amaterasu as an example. Any of the themes can use no.
Storm, get ready to fight. Bone Wonderland. The fight is on. World's great, get ready to brawl. Fight!
So Scatter Shot pushes them back when they're blocking. Yes, it pushes them back when they're blocking. Exactly. So that's why you want to use Super Scatter Shot. It pushes them back a lot when they're blocking. Let me see. Old guard. Old guard. So look at how much it pushes. Think of this as shockwave. A little bit like let's say
Maximum! Maximum! Maximum!
let's say Magneto does something that does Shockwave, and then if he wants to X Factor and then go for the kill, you know that you have messed up. So now you have to correct it. And a way for you to save yourself would be by doing a
maximum.
X Factor. Move forward because they want to get the hit. So the way of approaching this.
Super scatter shot!
He has the block, regardless.
Piercing bolt! Super scatter shot!
So he's not gonna be able to actually go through.
Maximum.
Super scatter shot!
He still gets hit. So other things that will happen if you see that Virgil. Oh, hold on. You gotta have no meter. And I need meter. Plenty of meter.
Maximum.
It's not been Virgil. And he does this crap.
Maximum.
Hold on.
Don't get so tough.
I need more power. Maximum.
Don't
It
get so
happens.
tough.
You'll always win.
Back. Maximum.
Super scatter shot!
Maximum.
Don't get so tough.
Maximum.
Don't get so tough.
Super scatter shot!
That was a very, very bad kind of trade, but it was very confusing, so people will not react to that and kill you. But yeah, it beats Virgil's Dimensional Flash.
Back. Maximum.
Don't get so tough.
So that's a great idea.
Don't get so tough.
Like,
Super
have
scatter
a chance.
shot!
Great.
For some reason that pushed it forward. It was supposed to push it back, but that's
Maximum. Back. Maximum.
Ice Storm, which is different.
Freeze! Ice ball!
Once she does that,
Beautiful.
she can go into another DHC to actually kill you.
Freeze!
There you
Ice
go.
ball!
Maximum.
Like that. Predict. So you do
Back.
different Ice Storm.
Maximum.
Super scatter shot! Freeze! Ice ball!
Lower thing goes through it, so it doesn't matter.
Super scatter
How fast?
shot!
Look
Freeze!
how fast it is.
Ice ball!
Beautiful.
Freeze! Ice ball!
Vanish. Maximum.
But that's one of the things that can help you out. They help you out a lot. Alright man, later. Thanks for coming through. Game volume too loud. Why is it? I don't know why it is. Why is the game volume so loud? That's one thing I don't understand. Okay, so to be able to Looks like it doesn't matter how much I decrease the volume, still it's not affecting for some reason. Huh. That's something weird. Alright guys, is the volume still too high? When would you use rock beam missiles assist on Doom? It depends on the matchup, I would say. For example, you want a beam assist to actually countercall other beam assists and to actually gain control of that. You would use missiles when you have to fight someone, because Hawkeye can actually fight anybody on the ground from full screen, but he cannot control the air as well. Okay, it's still the same, but can you hear my voice like clearly? Even though the game sound is for some reason too loud. I know it's annoying, guys. I wanted to have this ready, but it looks like I'm gonna have to some other time do this again. Okay, so from now I'm just gonna say I'm sorry about the game being too loud. I don't know what's going on with OBS. Yeah, I try to lower the game volume, but for some reason it's still high. Like, I don't understand that. I don't know why that is. For some reason it stays high, like way too high. What about now? Can you guys hear the game right now? Can you hear the game? Or not? Let me know if you guys hear the sound of the game, because I muted it on the streaming program. You hear it? So that it has something to do with the program. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it has to do with the program. Something wrong is happening. Something weird is happening. I don't know what the hell it is, but definitely something happening. Still going on. Settings. Audio. Okay, for some reason. So I'm just gonna work on it later on, guys. Yeah, I lowered the volume in the game, but still happening. So you want me to do it like this? Just go into main menu and then lower it. So I'll do it like that. Hopefully the game will cease and desist. It's annoying. So how about now, guys? How about now? Is it fine like this? How about now? Is it fine? Only got 3 of you guys. Much better. Okay, great, great. So I should have done that from the beginning. I'm sorry about this. It's not gonna happen next time. Okay? Next time this if this happens next time, then I'm gonna find a way to actually fix it. I'm gonna see if I can actually buy a camera so I can, you know, stream whatever, so you guys can see me getting salty or whatever. Okay, okay, great. So as I was saying before, yeah, your assist is gonna depend. It's gonna depend a lot on what kind of matchups you have. If you have a character that's just rushing you down like really, really badly, you can use rocks to actually play the neutral game. It's gonna be all about neutral. Hawkeye, if your neutral is very strong with Hawkeye, then you're gonna shine. You're gonna play very well, and you can actually dominate a lot more. Okay, what other questions do you guys have besides everything that I've talked about? So what other things would you guys like to know? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about to talk about Hawkeye's net arrow glitch. One thing you're gonna want to do is when you're fighting against characters who have projectiles whose durability is much stronger than yours, you're gonna have to want to do Gimlet in order to hit them. For example, if I fight Dormammu, a lot of the Dormammu players like to actually just snuff out your projectiles. You have Gimlet, so whatever they do, whatever he does, you can actually just Gimlet his face. But what I would suggest is that every time you hit him with Gimlet, kill him. Just kill him. And not let him stay, because he's gonna blow up your team. And you'd rather fight anybody else. You'd rather fight Dormammu. I mean, kill Dormammu early, and so that way you don't have to fight him with Doom, because we all know how that goes. Horrible. But remember, exploding arrow into this is really good. They're gonna think that they're gonna be able to go through, but they're gonna get hit by exploding arrow before it hits. This is really good because as soon as they block Gimlet, they try to go in and they get hit by that. It's not that good, but you know, it's such a good surprise. They think that they're gonna be able to hit you. Let's do this into Gimlet, into this. You're gonna get hit by that, and then boom, that's gonna combo. So let's go with this. So this glitch, Tron was supposed to come out. So this is a glitch. So the way it works is after launching your opponent, you're gonna want to do is net arrow into Gimlet, and you have to DHC right away. If you don't do it, Gimlet will hit and will get them out of the state. The capture state keeps them there. And you get a hard knockdown, and you get the scaling goes the same way, but you get another character in. Hawkeye doesn't have any TAC infinite, but you can do the same thing off a TAC. Same concept. Oh boy, let me just take a guard, all guard. Take it off. Yeah, the same thing. So that's one thing you can do for hard tag. Okay, any good tag Hawkeye Strider. Should have said it earlier. So let's go back into whatever. Do I have Strider? No, I don't have Strider. Haven't played Hawkeye Strider, so I have played each character individually. Wow, I got Tron on the other side. It's kind of ridiculous. The good thing about Hawkeye Strider is that Strider keeps them off the air. And you can confirm. You can confirm from any of those things from Backdraft really easy. With this, the damage is not affected that much, but the HCs actually suck. So as you can see, I had the super. I got that super by mistake. I'm not supposed to get that. So Hawkeye has a glitch that when you do super, if you DHC right away, you're gonna get a DP because the game still registers forward, a forward input. So the game still has it. So in order for you to actually get rid of this, you have to go into neutral. So with hitbox, all I will have to do would be do down forward, and then do super and back right away. That way I get neutral, because if I hold forward and back, I get neutral automatically. So you have to go neutral after your super. You can see there, and then go into super, and that's how you get rid of it. That's how you get rid of it. So you have to go into neutral. That's what you hold back as soon as you do your super, and then do the other super. So you have to go down forward, down forward, forward, super. I mean two attack buttons, and then press back right away after the 2 attack buttons, and then go into your super, which is a down forward, down. I mean down forward, down. I mean down forward, forward into your super. That way you'll never get a DP. But if you wait, then you're gonna get a DP every time. As you can see here, I'm just gonna do it. The game is giving me a DP. That's not what you want. See? You cannot wait until the gimlet comes out to actually do the other super. To actually hold back and then do your super, because you're gonna get that. That's what you're gonna get every time. See? So there you go. And that's how you get your super. You have to hold back as soon as you do your super, let go, and then do your super. The other super. That way you never get this. So Strider and Hawkeye actually work well. But Hawkeye benefits more from Strider than Strider from Hawkeye. I would say. Because Triple R is kind of weird. And Tron's kind of on himself. It's weird. Any good tech with Hawkeye? His forward medium will eat Buster. So that's something to know. Gimlet is really good, but remember that anybody with some invincibility can actually dock it. And again, you play this character with this, you can get a lot. You can get ridiculous results. I've never played this team. But there's a lot of things that you can do. Like you can be very creative with Hawkeye, depending on their swing resist. Very creative. But yeah, so you can see. There's a lot of stupid stuff that you can get with this team. Yes, triple arrow assist beats Doom assist, definitely. The assist and the point character as well.
Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble.
So I'll show you. I love this Strider thing. Maybe I'll play this later. Later in the future. So We have Doom. We have Magneto Disruptor. The fuck is Magneto? In there. And pretty much it. Who else has a big beam? Iron Man. So these are 3 of the beams. They're the best beams in the game. And we know that Doom's beam is really good.
Only one winner. And get ready to brawl.
So I have Doom actually do his plasma beam, H plasma beam.
Maximum.
So that's H plasma beam.
Maximum.
So I'm just gonna wait.
Maximum.
Wait. Okay, so I think if you do standing H into this, I'm gonna beat it. Right there, they trade. So H plasma beam actually beats his arrows, but the assist gets beaten free. So you can see Hawkeye does not get hit because it trades with that. Plasma beam, on the other hand, is totally different. Assist. That's the assist. So if you call him, this guy gets hit. You can see he beats the beam every time. So that's how good Triple Arrow really is. Yeah, just practice your BMBs with Hawkeye. Try to keep your wall bounce, your ground bounce, as much as possible. And poison people, and then just set the neutral. It's not about that. It's not about killing people. It's about resetting them, doing a lot of damage. Damage most of the time to frustrate your opponent. That's what you're supposed to do with him. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anchor Hawkeye, as I said, can actually destroy whole teams. So let me show you. One last thing before I actually end this. I think I should have done this this tutorial on a weekend, because a weekday is actually horrible. But I have no time, so I'm gonna go into Hawkeye level 3 X Factor. So that was off a throw, so you can do a lot of damage off a throw. These actually skills a lot to combo. You pick up with that. You can see he flipped out right away. Is another pickup. And it does much less damage, so every time you do this is your best option. So, and there you go. Is there a good reason? Yeah. The reason why that loop actually happens is because, first of all, it's a capture state that puts them in a hard knockdown. So he actually does not deteriorate hit stun deterioration. I mean, it doesn't deteriorate hit stun that much. So he has like very little hit stun because it's a capture state, and therefore you can actually loop it that way. That's one of the reasons why that loop actually works. And because of X Factor, you get faster and you can actually link them a lot. And as I said, it actually does not deteriorate his hit stun as much. You can see he's a hard knockdown every time he gets out of the net. So you can see I got 100k meterless. So just get like 700k and then go into the combo of your preference. Or less. So as you can see, you get 2 relauncher, which is really good. Possibly to waste time on an install super. Net arrow is really good if you actually want to waste somebody's X factor. Like this, you hit Virgil and you know you're not gonna kill. Build a tunnel bar as well. Good thing about it. Build bar. Yeah, that's pretty much its use. I think he's got another loop. It increases the loop. Yeah, you can loop this. So yeah, that's the loop. Yeah, that loop is not even that good. Because it causes you up. Yeah, so one thing you never want to do with Hawkeye. Now that you said to waste people X Factor, he seems good. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's really good to waste people X Factor. When people jump, this loop actually works without X Factor. So if they jump and they get hit by this, and they get hit by the arrow in the air, you can actually get it. The damage is really good. This is like his most damaging confirmed. So the damage is really good. I think this is the most damage you can get off a combo to win this loop. So yeah, this is the most damage you can get out of this. No assist. And the build a ton meter. Boom. There's to lose health. So yeah, that's one of the ways you can actually do that. Alright guys, so let me just end the stream because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I'm just gonna keep I'll keep working on this. So you guys can actually ask me more questions. So I'll see if I can do this during the weekend, okay? I'm just gonna end the stream and I'll catch you guys later. So later guys.